What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so this is something that a couple of y'all have been messaging me about, and that is this video involving Stefon Diggs. All right, Stefon Diggs is a football player in the NFL. He plays for the New England Patriots, and as has been the case over the past couple of years, and it's been escalating since the Diddy saga, you have social media, which basically now has become an extension, I should say, of the cops. Basically, what you have on social media for a group that always talking about no snitching and street code, you have people who have turned into an extension of the long arm of the law, snitching on really black men. I mean, I could say this is an attack on straight men, but honestly, I would be lying if I said it was mostly that. It's mostly an attack on straight black men, in particular, black men of means. And a lot of this stems from simple envy and jealousy and hatred and self-hatred and that whole stew of wickedness that has corrupted an entire generation of young black people. I'm sorry, it is what the fuck it is. It is what it is. That would explain why you have so much buffoonery, clooning, you know what I'm saying, shucking for dollars, jigging for tips, all that shit that's transpiring right now. So the crime here, I guess, according to the Looney Tunes out there, is that Stefon Diggs, it's a bad look because he's on a boat or a yacht with beautiful women, partying it up, and he offers them a bag that is pink, small package, and says don't use it all at once, right? So people are already speculating that it's drugs and he's a pimp and he's offering them drugs. He's a drug dealer and he's forcing them to use drugs. I'm just telling you, man, at this point, bro, I'm beginning. I've said this before. You may have heard me say in videos last 2-3 years. I said I'm starting to notice a lot of people who look like me, but are really white supremacists. I'm going to say the word. Fuck it. White supremacists dipped in chocolate and caramel. You look like Maxwell, but you think like Clayton Bigsby, and you think like goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Bubba Lee Smith or whoever the fuck. You think like one of these old dudes. And you don't hide it. But you think you can get away with it because you look like one of us, but you're not us. You ain't one of us.
That we're aware of, and obviously we want to make great decisions on and off the field, and we're hoping that with our time here on the field today, and that when we don't have a script and we're on the call-up periods, that we're making great decisions. And so the message will be the same for all our players, that we're trying to make great decisions, and any conversations that I've had with Stefon will remain between him.
So now it's a crime to have fun, ladies and gentlemen, to be happy, prosperous, and have fun. First of all, he didn't force these women to do anything, okay? Secondly, I'm tired of women being treated, I've said before, I'm not the only one, of course, others have said this. I'm tired of women being treated like children. Somehow, they're the leaders of our community, but yet, at the same time, they're expected to have the mental capacity of 3-year-olds. And so they get these titles, but somehow de facto we're still the leaders, but we're the problem. I'm flummoxed and flabbergasted and just fed up with this bullshit at this point. Yeah, and they just studied the F6 in the dictionary. But no, man, I'm just tired of this shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? And see, that's the thing. These women that attended, and I think this was a Memorial Day party or whatever, right? These women had no complaints. But just putting all this stuff out there, now all of a sudden, the idea can pop in their head, oh, you know what? I was a victim. Oh, because this is another money scam that now is out there. So now it can be a victim. You see how that works? That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit. So I'm floored, man. And you know, it's this is so crazy because I don't know what the fuck has happened to young people, man. I don't know what's happened to us as a society. I mean, I'm not saying using drugs should ever be glorified, but it was common knowledge that LT was a cokehead, right? It was common knowledge, but I didn't see people making cases on this guy. One of the things that was noted about the Cowboys, the early 90s Cowboys, is that they did partying. You know what I'm saying? They partied and they did what they did. Now, look, to be honest with you, and I hate to say this, but whenever you take young people who are financially successful and they're single and have access to women, you're going to see people partying. You're going to see, honestly, illicit drug use. But for some reason, when it's a black person using illicit drugs, it's totally criminalized. Where when a white person does it, you know, that's just part of the party scene, you know. Shouldn't be taken that seriously. That's why we have the different drug laws that were instituted in the 80s, crack versus coke. Or crack versus powder, where these rich yuppies were being caught with huge amounts of cocaine powdered, and they were receiving slaps on the wrist, while a nigga can have a rock cocaine and get 25 years. But these stupid monkeys running around here are pushing and promulgating this nonsense because they're ignorant of their history, ignorant of the double standards, or they just don't care anymore. They don't care. They're that full of they're that saturated with self-hatred to the point they don't care anymore. Now I'm gonna show. Now I accidentally, for a brief second, play a second video. Right? Y'all remember Chris Forster? That's this guy right here, right? Chris Forster currently is the offensive line coach, I believe, for the 49ers. Right? Now, nope, the name probably even ring a bell to you, right? Do you know, while people are speculating as to what the package is with Stefon Diggs and how he should be punished, even though they don't know what the hell it is, right? They don't know what it is, but they're saying he needs to be punished, right? Chris Forster was seen on video, and the video is hard to find. Back when Chris Forster was, I think, an assistant coach with the Miami Dolphins, this dude sent a video to somebody showing how much he loved to sniff coke. Chris Forster is 63 years old. So this video was done when he was in his 50s.
Hey, babe, miss you, thinking about you. How about me going to a meeting and doing this before I go? There's those big rains falling, but I miss you. I miss you a lot. What do you think? Crazy? No, babe. It's gonna be a while before we can do this again, because I know you're gonna keep that baby. But I think about you when I do it. much I miss you, how high we got together, how much fun it was. So much fun. The last little bit before I go to my meeting. Is that fucked up, babe? You think? I think not. I wish I was looking at this. Okay, pussy.
You know what's funny? When this video went out, when this video got put out there by Chris Forster, ESPN suppressed it. Fox Sports didn't even really talk about it. It went away. Now, they did ultimately fire him, right? But he was rehired by the NFL like 2 years later, okay? Do you know that certain people, I'll just say certain people, the same people who will say that Stefon Diggs is a monster, he's a pimp, he's all this, he needs to be fired, put under jail, whatever, right? For nothing. These same people were not attacking Chris Forster that way. They were saying, well, who put this video out there? This man's private life, you might ruin this man's career. He just needs help. Whoever put this video out there, they're trying to destroy this man. I mean, obviously, first of all, Chris Forster was sniffing that at work. He wasn't off hours like Stefon Diggs. Chris Forster was at his desk sniffing coke. And he chose to send that video himself to a party, who then sent the video to the media and leaked it. Right? Chris Forster loved coke so much he wasn't even thinking straight. Stefon Diggs was recorded by somebody else. This guy recorded himself sniffing cocaine. I didn't see him doing any drugs. I mean, I didn't see any charges brought up against him. So my point is, keep the same energy for everybody, not just black men. And I'm going to keep saying that. And I'm going to keep providing evidence to support what I'm saying on here, whether you like it or not. And about him being in a relationship with Cardi B, first of all, technically she's still married. Secondly, they're not married. First of all, she's still married to Offset. Secondly, they're not married. He's a single man. Just because you dating somebody don't mean you own them. Oh, we hear about women all the time. You don't own me. She don't own him. He want to have fun. He can have fun. That's one of the great benefits of being single. You can choose to screw who you want to screw as long as it's consensual. But y'all can change the rules for that. Y'all can change the rules for anything if you could just penalize black men on it. That's what it's all about. You could try to flip this and flop it around and all that. I don't care. At the end of the day, I know I'm right 100%. It's a witch hunt against black men, period. That's all it is. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.